Mitosis is the process of creating two new cells that are identical to the original cell. There are 5 stages of mitosis: interphase, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase, plus another stage called cytokinesis. The first stage is interphase. During interphase, the DNA is uncoiled and chromosomes are not identifiable. It is in this stage that DNA replication occurs. The second stage is prophase. In this stage, the DNA coils up and becomes visible, while the nucleus begins to break down. The third stage is metaphase. In this stage, the chromosomes line up along the equator of the cell, while the centrioles have moved to the poles of the cell. The centrioles release spindle fibers that attach to the centromeres of the chromosomes. After metaphase, anaphase occurs. In this phase, spindle fibers pull apart the chromosomes to opposite ends of the cell. The fifth stage is telophase, in which the DNA splits to two sides and 2 nuclear membranes are formed around the DNA. Soon after, the cell splits into 2 new cells. Cytokinesis is the final stage and involves the forming of 2 new daughter cells. Meiosis is the process of creating 4 new cells that are genetically different. Males produce 4 equal-sized cells, which is sperm, and females produce 4 unequal-sized cells, one of which is chosen for reproduction. The first stage of meiosis is interphase 1. Much like mitosis, the DNA replicates itself and is not distinguishable. After this occurs, there is prophase 1. In this stage, the DNA coils up and becomes visible, while the nuclear membrane dissolves. Soon after, there is metaphase 1. In metaphase 1, the DNA lines up in pairs called tetrads. Crossover occurs, and the spindle fibers attach to the centromeres. The fourth stage is anaphase 1. Spindle fibers pull homologous pairs to opposite poles of the cell to make new haploid cells. Telophase and cytokinesis then occur when the cell splits to make 2 new cells. In metaphase 2, the spindle fibers attach to the centromeres of the chromosomes in both of the new cells. In anaphase 2, the spindle fibers separate the duplicates and pull them to opposite ends of the cell. In telophase and cytokinesis 2, the 2 already duplicated cells both separate to make 4 unidentical cells and new nuclear membranes form.